People, this video is going to blow your mind. Something crazy is going on behind the scenes. The world's biggest company, Blackrock, is doing everything it can to drive up the price of XRP Ripple. Doesn't it sound crazy? But you can't even begin to picture how big it is. The XRP Ripple coin price could go through the roof and hit $137, making a whole new group of millionaires. That's pretty cool, right? Let's break it down. Let's get right to the point without any more nonsense. Nota bene. XRP is once again in the news, but this time it's not just for new relationships or court cases. It has to do with BlackRock. For sure, BlackRock. It is the biggest asset investor in the world with more than $11.6 trillion in assets under its care. The market moves to BlackRock even if they only look at a digital asset for a second. Now, people who use XRP are full of guesses. BlackRock might be getting ready to make a move on XRP. Rumors are going around. John Squire wrote on X, Finance Brof, another user, went one step further. Then Zayf spoke with confidence. The XRP community is paying close attention, and for good reason. He added that none of this has been officially proven. Before you can understand the thrill, you need to know what an ETF is and why it's important. When you buy and sell stocks, you can buy and sell exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. For institutions, it's easier and safer to spend because they don't have to deal with wallets, exchanges, or the fact that crypto is volatile. Banks on Wall Street can play the crypto game this way without ever touching a coin. That's why approving Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs was such a big deal. They made it possible for trillions of dollars in capital to flow into crypto through well-known regulated routes. Putting out an XRP ETF by BlackRock would be a huge sign of trust and authority. It would make it easy for institutions to buy in XRP, which could cause demand to skyrocket. Those people could make the price go through the roof. That's why people who use XRP are happy, because the fact that a BlackRock-backed XRP ETF is an option points to a very bullish future. BlackRock has not yet applied for an XRP ETF though, and the account All.Thankx XRP says there's a good reason for that. It looks like BlackRock is still concentrating on its Bitcoin and Ethereum offerings. The iShares Bitcoin trust they run now has more than $30 billion in it. And in just 2 months their Ethereum ETF brought in $1 billion in assets. That kind of success makes it clear why the company isn't in a hurry to add more crypto products just yet. Even more so when those offers cause legal trouble. XRP is still in a legal gray area. Ripple won a big battle against the SEC last year when the court said that XRP sold on the secondary market is not a security. However, the case is still not over, and that level of doubt kills the deal for a business like BlackRock. At that level, safety, security, and following the rules are very important. Many people at BlackRock also remember the chaos in 2023 when a fake XRP ETF filing went viral and the company had to officially deny having anything to do with it. That event made the company look bad and caused chaos in the market. BlackRock may have become even more wary of XRP after that. They might rather watch what other people do than be the first to do something. Companies like Grayscale and Franklin Templeton are already looking into making goods that use XRP. BlackRock might be letting other people deal with the legal issues first, and then they'll step in once everything is tried and okay. But don't get it wrong, if and when they do act, everything could change. BlackRock is not a risk-taking investor. They wouldn't add XRP to their holdings just to make a quick buck. That's because they think XRP will have a long-term place in world finance. As Zayf put it, the CEO of BlackRock talks about why XRP will take over the world of banking. The fact that BlackRock doesn't ignore promise is true, whether that quote is exaggerated or true. Right. But wait, this is only the beginning. As more insiders and experts start to put the pieces together, some crazy statements are starting to come out. Price increases, use around the world, and a future for XRP that could completely change the crypto market are all things we're talking about. I promise that what you're about to hear will blow your mind. So there is a lot of electricity on social media. It's being called by both influential people and experts. Jack the Rippler tweets that XRP could break out at any time. Even though Minix tells us so, we already know that XRP will change the world. Don't move. Steph, on the other hand, is sure that everyone who owns XRP will become very wealthy in the next 2 to 4 months. It doesn't matter if that's hype or a true prediction. The confidence is real and spreads easily. Some of the forecasts are even more amazing than that. A user named 25Hawake boldly said that by April 30th, XRP's price would quickly hit $137. That kind of quick meteoric rise seems crazy, but it shows how much investors believe in XRP's long-term promise. Analysts have also weighed in with more realistic but still optimistic predictions. Dr. Cat thinks that XRP could get to $4.50 even when the market is down. Y Crypto has drawn out important levels that could set off a rally to $5. Ryan Lee, chief analyst at BitJet, sees things in a bigger picture and says XRP could reach $10 by 2030. What does that mean for an average investment though? What a lot of people want to know is how much XRP you really need to strike it rich. Let's break it down. If you have 2,000 or 3,000 XRP and want to become a millionaire tomorrow, you might have to wait until 2040, and even then, only if the price of XRP goes up to $100 per piece. A $10 trillion market cap is a huge jump from where things are now. To give you an idea, that number hasn't been reached by the whole crypto market yet. In order to become a millionaire, you would need about 100,000 XRP tokens. That is, if the value of the token goes up a lot more than $10. It's a big ask, but let me explain. For a lot of buyers, it's not about getting rich quick. It's about getting there early and riding the waves, and working on a project that they think could change the way money moves around the world. The CEO of Blackrock says exactly what Zayf meant when he said that XRP will take over world finance. Even if XRP doesn't go through the roof and hit $100 in the next few months, it's still going to go up in the long run, especially as interest from institutions grows and regulations become clearer. Yes, XRP is waking up. The numbers are getting hot and people are excited. The next few months could be more exciting than you thought they would be if you hold. We also need to talk about Ripple's newest agreements. Our favorite digital cash is taking over the world without us knowing. This is the best sign ever for going up. Just wait until you hear about the XRP pump. What's going on now could be the beginning of the biggest crypto fire ever. Being able to start Asia's first XRP tracker fund with the help of Ripple and Hashkey Capital is a big step forward for both companies and the cryptocurrency space as a whole. This move is likely to get a lot of attention from institutions and could have big effects on the price of XRP, especially since the number of people using it around the world keeps growing. The new Hashkey XRP Tracker Fund is the first fund of its kind in Asia. Its goal is to track the price of XRP. Not only does Ripple win, but the whole XRP community does so too, because it shows that big buyers are becoming more interested in XRP as a real asset to add to their portfolios. Vivian Wong, Hashkey's partner in the liquid fund, said it best: XRP has successfully